Welcome to another Getaways with Noel. Today I'm in Norway's technology capital and where you can find beautiful pastel-colored wooden houses. Welcome to Trondheim. Trondheim is located to the north of Oslo and in the central part of Norway. This charming city is Norway's capital of technology due to being an innovation hub and providing test facilities for current and future EU digital initiatives. Trondheim is a city where its history and culture goes hand in hand with its modern society. One of the popular attractions is the Wharves on the river Nedilva, where you can find pastel-colored wooden houses dating back to the 18th century. The wharves are important landmarks which shows that Trondheim was a merchant city. These wharves were used as storage facilities for the loading and unloading of cargoes from the ships which came from different traders. Most of the attractions in Trondheim are best explored on foot, and if you happen to visit during the winter months, I recommend that you wear more layers as it can be really cold. As we visited during the winter time, there was only soft-tone winter light, which is sometimes good for taking photos and videos. Another interesting place to visit is the Nidaros Cathedral. It is the cathedral of the Church of Norway and is the traditional location for the consecration of the new kings of Norway. The cathedral was built over the burial site of King Olav II, the patron saint of the nation, with construction started in 1070 and finished in 1300s. The architectural style of the cathedral is a mix of Romanesque and Gothic. It is the world's northernmost medieval cathedral, as well as the second largest in Scandinavia. Located next to the cathedral is the Archbishop Palace, which has been the residence of the most powerful men in Norway, as well as a military installation. But today is a museum featuring sculptures and archaeological discoveries. Located opposite the cathedral is the Art Museum, which has a large collection of Norwegian art dating from 1850 up to the present day. This is the Old Town Bridge, originally built between 1681 to 1685. It is one of Trondheim's characteristic landmarks with its red metal frames, which are a construction of the original iron gate that was used to guard the bridge up until 1816. The bridge has also the nickname of Lyken's Portal, meaning Gate of Happiness, which is taken from the popular waltz written by Christian Oscar Hodo. Leading directly from the Old Town Bridge over the east side of the river Nedilva is the neighborhood of Bakklandet. This area is characterized by the multicolored wooden buildings and narrow streets, which I was pleased to see in person as this was something I was expecting and hoping to see in Norway. The buildings were originally built in the early 1600s to house seafarers, fishermen, and laborers. The area is now home to a mix of residences, shops, and cafes offering a bustling atmosphere where students, tourists, and locals can mingle side by side. Comes July, the area turns into a lively atmosphere for a mini festival, concerts, market fairs, and exhibitions. Indeed, this area of Trondheim has a modern life in an old town. Just a short uphill walk from Bakklandet and located on the hill east of the city is the Kristiansten Fortress, named after Christian V of Denmark, Norway. The fortress was built in 1681 to protect the city against an attack from the east, and in 1718 it fulfilled its purpose when Swedish forces laid siege against Trondheim. fortress has a defensive tower known as Donjonen. This was constructed in 1863 that contained artilleries and cannons as advanced defense against the enemy, and at its ground level it has vaulted room as shelter and storage. Below the fortress, towards the area of Lower Riverport, are more scenic streets showing the typical colorful wooden houses, and it was pleasant to walk there. I recommend exploring the Bakklandet due to its relaxing atmosphere and friendly neighborhood. There are also some alleyways that are worth exploring to see more of this part of the city. This is another viewing area to see the other side of the Wharves. Just a short walk from the Bakklandet is the Nedre Elvehavn, where you can find lots of commercial premises, businesses, shopping malls, hotels, restaurants, pubs, and other modern establishments. There is evidence that this was once an industrial area, but since the rejuvenation in the 1990s, this has become the high-end area of the city. Crossing the pedestrian bridge over the train tracks, you will notice the distinctive Powerhouse office building. This is covered in 3,000 square meters of solar panels and produces twice the amount of electricity than it consumes. Trondheim Harbor sits on the Brattorkaia, which is an artificial island, and this is where cruises and ferries arrive and depart. There is a view out over the fjord, and you can also see the island of Molholmen. Trondheim is a small city, yet it has so much to offer and experience. It is easy to explore and accessible by almost all means of transportation. The central part of the city has lots of exciting shops, making Trondheim a popular city for shopping, like this urban mall Trondheim Torg, where you can find a variety of items from clothes, household items to food. There are also several shops and restaurants nearby. One of the highlights of my visit to Trondheim was meeting up with a good friend and fellow YouTuber, Ruby of Ruby's Foreign Family, who showed us around and gave us some tips on where to go and what to see in Trondheim. Ruby took us to the most stunning landmark where you can dine in overlooking the city of Trondheim called the Tyholt Tower. This tower is 126 meters high and has an observation deck and a revolving restaurant to let you enjoy and see the city while having a meal or drink. It was also a nice setting to have a meal for a special occasion. Trondheim is also lovely at night, especially with all those winter lights glowing on most of the streets, which complements the longer winter nights. Trondheim definitely exceeded my expectations. From those colorful houses in the old town to the friendly neighborhood, and another visit in different season will surely surpass what I have seen and experienced. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel for more Getaways with Noel.